The views and opinions expressed by guests on this podcast are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of the host or the management. This podcast should not be considered professional advice, and listeners should consult appropriate professionals for advice tailored to their specific needs.
So, another episode of the UTI. We just finished the summit.
Yes.
I'm Renee, and
I'm Lisa Marie.
And we have with us today
Ila Allen. I live in the Chicagoland area.
All right. Are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Getting a number on one of your races?
See if you guys can figure this out.
All right. I'm as you know, I'm going to do all the boring numbers with the running time and the cost and everything, and Lisa Marie is going to do all the fun stuff.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm just going to start by asking you, what was the running time on this race?
Okay, the running time was 23 hours, 50 minutes, and 54 seconds.
Ooh,
All
that's
right.
specific.
So that is about 23.8. And what was your travel time?
Travel time one way was about 12 and a half hours.
Wow. So that's 25 hours in total.
Yeah.
All right. So you're just as bad as we are. You spent about less than half your time running and most of the time traveling.
We had to make some adjustments at the last minute. My friend who went with me couldn't fly, so we drove. Woo! Okay.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. So what was the race fee?
Zero.
Really?
Oh, that's good.
I like that number.
And what was your travel cost?
Let's see. Probably between, if I add up everything with the your little sheet right here, it says race free just to travel. About $350, somewhere around in there.
Okay. And let's see, nutrition. What did you spend any money on nutrition?
A little bit, because when I travel like that on the road, I keep my stuff on the ready, as I call it. So I don't have to go out and make a huge purchase of whatever that I use. So I just keep it ready to go and only use it just for traveling. So I bought a little extra, and probably about $60.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm going to take you with me next time. Girl, don't buy that.
And what about shoes? Did you buy any shoes for this race, or did you have shoes already?
I had shoes.
Okay.
What kind of shoes did you have?
At the time, they were the Ultras, the Lone Peak.
All right.
Good shoe.
Well, it's your favorite.
Yes, it is.
And what about essentials like any clothing, last minute clothing? Like, we have people that said, oh, maybe I should buy a raincoat or rain jacket or something.
Poles.
Nope.
Nothing?
Nope. I have all of that ready to go. I have several rain jackets, socks, shoes, undies, tights, you name it.
Wow.
That's good. That's very good. So is this a fixed distance or is it a timed race?
Fixed.
Fixed distance, okay. And we know your finishing time was 23.8. And what was your goal time?
Across the finish line alive.
Okay. What was the time limit?
I do believe the overall time limit was 31 hours.
Oh,
it was more than one race going on.
I see. Okay. So you did pretty well on that.
Yeah, I thought I was going to die, but that was okay.
But here you are, well and alive. So your performance was close to 1, because you did so much better than your goal time, which was the same as the cutoff.
It says 0.999.
0.999. Yeah, that's close to one. That is close to
It is
one.
very close to one.
Your ambition was 0. I tell that to everyone that has the goal time the same as the cutoff time.
That was my longest to date, so I had no idea what I could
Right.
do. So it was just to finish.
Okay, fair enough. And your aggressiveness was 0.61. So that's not bad at all.
That's not bad.
That's really
Okay.
good. So your return on investment, and that's because you got the race for free. You got a 0.34, which is kind of in the low end, but we've seen worse.
Oh, yeah.
We've
This
seen
is where
worse.
everyone makes it up and it comes up right here.
Yeah.
And I know you very well, so I know this is going to be fun.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hand it over to you and talk about all the fun stuff. Now
Okay, girl, it's you and I.
Now we're done with the
right.
boring stuff.
So, aid stations. First off, how would you rate it and why?
Okay. Well, first I had to I did it backwards because before I saw that 10 was good and 1 was terrible. So for the aid station, I gave it I was being generous and I gave it a 6.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I didn't want to go to a 5. So like I said, I was being generous and I gave it a 6 in case the
Wow.
person hears this. Okay. But if you were a non-vegan, it was great.
Oh, I see.
I'm not
Okay.
vegan. I mean, I am vegan. So therefore,
Right.
only the main aid station at the start finish line is where they had a vegan burger. Okay. All the other aid stations had bacon and sausage and waffles and all that stuff. So that's why I always carry my own stuff with me.
Right. So they didn't really cater to vegans other than at the start finish line.
That's it. Which is not
All
good at
right.
the distance I had to go.
Right.
That's a fair
Did they
score.
offer vegan choices?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Only, like I said, only at the only at the main aid station. I think there were
Hmm.
there was 2 other aid stations, and if they had mashed potatoes, but they were made with chicken broth, well, that's a no. Okay.
Right.
Right.
Um, uh, chips. I already have my own. I don't eat candy and all this stuff because that just really jacks up my stomach. I can't stand that sweet stuff in my stomach. And
Right.
I had a touch of Coke since they don't do Pepsi. Okay. I don't know what nutrition stuff they have, but I always carry my own tailwind on me. So yeah, I come prepared because I know most of them
Right.
don't
Yeah.
have what I need to have. So I don't.
Right.
Been there,
And
done
it's
that. We won't do that
important.
again.
Yeah. And it's important that you stick to your diet because if you're not, you don't change what you're eating on race day. This is how you're eating. That's what you eat race day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
because I
golden
can go
rule. Don't
sideways real
change
quick.
anything.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you brought your own.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have fun and how would you rate it and why?
Um, it started out okay, but after a while, when we went into the evening, it wasn't fun anymore. Um, there was an incident on the trail. This is
Oh.
I don't want to say too much of where because that might give it away. But put it this way: this guy in a pickup truck tried to pick up me and my girlfriend. Okay,
Oh my God.
and it scared the living bejesus out of us. Okay, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
he wanted to give
There's
us a
no
ride.
pickups on ultras.
I'm like, no. I said, "Are you sure?" I'm like, we're positive. Didn't want to get snarky with him because it's pitch black out there and there's nobody to help us. So
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that has
he
to be
moved on.
scary.
That was very scary.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you talk to the race director about that?
Well, where the race was located, we're on roads that are accessed by others. It's not blocked off for the race. I'll
Right.
put it that
Gotcha.
way. So, what else could they do?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I am sorry that happened to you.
I do remember the truck. I know what Bubba looked like, so yeah. And I wrote down his plate number too, as well. I took a
Okay,
Good.
picture with my
good.
phone. So, yeah,
Just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
you're probably not the first or the last he was trying with.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's scary. We got to protect ourselves out there. So, with Bubba being gone, how about trail markings?
Oh, we need a score
Oh,
for
we
the
need a
fun.
score for the fun. Yeah, that's right. Did you have
Oh,
any fun other than that?
no, I gave it a 6.
A 6.
Okay.
Did you have any fun at all? Anything that you would like to share that?
Not really. I was in a place I've never been before, and
Gotcha.
I didn't find the community all that welcoming.
Ah,
Okay.
So I'll
That's
go
going to
into
put a damper
detail
on
once
everything.
I reveal the race, so we can just put a
Yeah.
dot there to come back to that. Okay.
All
gotcha.
right.
Put a pin. Okay, so then we will move on to trail markings.
Okay.
Did they have? Was it good? Or was it bad?
It was sucky.
Oh no!
Okay.
And if you're out in the middle of the woods and they tell you to follow the path, well, I'm not in Chicago following the path. Okay, so um, I felt that it was poorly marked. I gave it a 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what kind of markings did they use? Did they use the little reflectors, high or low, or just poor markings, like no confidence markings?
It was just like maybe every now and then there was something tied to a tree.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So it did not inspire confidence.
No, and I mean, I know you don't mark it like you do a road race. I know that. I've done enough
Right.
trails to know this. But you need something beside every other 100th mile. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay,
Yes. Absolutely.
you need something.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we get nervous if we don't see something in a quarter mile.
Right, and I'm like,
Yeah.
We would like to know we're still on the right path without having to
but that's
backtrace
it.
like miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During the day, it was
Oh my
okay
goodness.
because we saw others. Okay, but when that switch was flipped to the nighttime, it was like, okay, and where do we go?
Right.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was gnarly.
Oh
Hmm.
my goodness. And I know how you are in the dark. And yeah, so you probably were not a happy person.
I was not a happy person.
No. So how about the weather? Did the weather cooperate?
Doggy. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Oh
So
my God. This is getting worse.
it was the hottest it had been in a while at this place. They had not
Hmm.
seen weather that hot.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Okay.
And when we were coming in for the second loop, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, all hell broke loose. There was a
Okay.
storm, and I've never seen pink lightning in my life ever before.
Pink.
Lightning was touching down in
Wow.
front of us, just like if I'm sitting here at the table, it was right there to come shake my hand, and there's no place to go.
Wow.
That
It
is
was
close
raining,
shaking the hand. I get that.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was raining so hard I could barely see my girlfriend next to me.
Oh my God.
Well, you had the right shoe.
Yeah, and you couldn't stray off the path because you didn't know where you were going. You had to keep walking straight, and you didn't want to
Right.
go
Yeah.
left or go because you don't know what you were stepping into because you couldn't see. And
Gotcha.
Oh wow.
I mean, there were body parts on me that were wet that I didn't even know it could get wet. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Was there a
It
lot
was
of
not
mud?
good. Hmm?
Was there a lot of mud on this trail, or was it a nice?
Mud, river, you name it. It was raining so hard it was like a river when we knew it wasn't a river there because we did it in the daytime.
Right.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm
It was
guessing
like
the
a
weather's getting a
constant
low
flow.
score.
So yeah, I gave that a 4.
Okay. Oh, that's not so bad.
No.
Well, I didn't want to
Pacers.
go
Did you
bad
have a
as a
pacer?
terrible, but I
Yeah.
consider that real bad. Okay, that's real bad
Yes.
in
Yeah.
my book. Okay, so
Right. And there are people who like this kind of weather. I
yeah,
mean, and then there's some that just prefer not to be running in that kind of weather.
I don't mind. I run in rain all the time. That's no problem. But not with the pink lightning and the mud and the
Right.
ice.
No, it's a little too
Okay,
close for
that's
comfort.
a little, yeah, that's just a little. I don't want to go to Jesus just yet. So I got
No.
some other, I got some other things to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay, so pacers. Did you have a pacer?
No, it's just my girlfriend and I. We ran together.
Okay.
Okay.
She
No
was in the
crew, I
race as
So you
guess.
well.
didn't have a
So,
crew.
mm-mm.
Okay, so here comes the fun stuff. Did you have any blisters, chafing, or things happening that we don't talk about, or maybe we should talk about?
Fortunately, no. Considering how wet I
Oh,
was, my feet were fine. Everything else was fine. No blisters. I had on a vest. I had on everything. So, no.
Okay, so that's a 10.
well,
Oh,
maybe
that's a
Scott
10?
Haggerty's
Oh, okay.
right.
That's good. That's really good for you. If you like getting blisters, then it's their own person's rating on that. Like sometime, like we had one person on. I don't know if you heard Isaac, he popped a blister and the blood flew everywhere. For him, that was a 10 because
No,
that was
I've
the
been there,
best
done that
blister
at
ever.
ATY. Mm-mm. Nope, I ain't a
Yeah.
blister girl.
No. So for you, no blisters is a 10.
Okay.
So maybe
Um,
Scott is right. Maybe mud is anti-chafing and anti-blister.
yeah, so that's a new theory going with the runners is having mud in your shoes is anti-blister and anti-chafing.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have any evidence to that. So okay, so did you have any trail naps, which is either I can tell you did not take a nap on the trail, but did you fall?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. So mental state. I am guessing that you are not happy.
Wasn't happy. As a matter of fact, after that incident, I was just trying to stay alive. I just wanted to.
Right.
I wanted to be done at that point, and we were on our
Right.
Yeah.
way back. So, I
It
had just wanted
does.
to be
It does
done.
take the fun out of everything.
Yeah, I think we've all been to a place that we just want to finish. It's like you
Yeah,
say some curse words that aren't very ladylike and you're just
very much
done.
so.
Yeah.
And that's what
Oh,
it
and I
sounds
forgot to
like.
throw in
So,
the feral dogs.
Oh my God.
no,
Whoa.
no, that's no. I'm afraid of dogs.
Coming up this
Wow.
hill, and I saw, like I said, at night I'm like RoboCop. I'm always looking. I always expect the worst. Okay, I'm always on
Right.
the ready, and I'd be a good military person. And I saw something flicker in my peripheral vision. I'm like, what was that? And I saw it moving. I'm like, what was that? And it was a dog baring his teeth. I'm like, okay, this is
Oh.
not going to go good. And I had no idea what to do. My girlfriend kept walking because she's a dog lover. And she said, oh, like I
Yeah.
said, keep going. This is not a time to pet the damn dog. Okay. You need to keep going. So I'm behind her and he's looking at me like, snack. And then his buddies come out.
No.
It's like another 3 of them. And they're all, "Ugh." I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus,
Oh.
please. I was like, you couldn't go right or left because all the signs were saying private property. So you know what that means, right?
Yeah.
You don't, yeah. And this is like 3, 4 in the morning now. And so
Mm.
finally, I figured if I don't look them in the eye, if I just kept my gait the same, they would just like stand there and let me pass. And that's what they did.
Right.
That was not a
I would have
happy time.
cried. I
I
would have
didn't want to
cried.
take that. I didn't want to take that time out.
Yeah.
I didn't want
I
to
would have
speed
cried. I
up.
would have kept going. And like, I don't see you, but I would have cried.
I didn't want to speed
Um,
up. I didn't want to run because I didn't want anything to make them chase me. You know.
wow. This
So
sounds
yeah,
like a terrible race, one that I don't want to do.
No, you
No,
I
wouldn't.
it
won't
is not
You
on
repeat
my
it.
wouldn't
list,
enjoy that.
whatever it is.
So, what score would you give your mental state? I mean, despite all that, you still continued on to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I give
So,
my mental state an 8 because I
yeah,
stayed in the presence. I didn't freak out. You know, I have to keep
yeah,
my bearings in mind. If you go down that rabbit hole, that could just change a whole lot of things. So I just said, okay, you're gonna be fine. You're moving on. You're gonna get past this. You're doing okay. Your legs feel good.
yeah,
So I had to go into that file cabinet to I call my mind the file cabinet. I had to go in that file
I like
cabinet
yeah.
and
that.
find that folder that tells me that I'm going to be okay.
Right.
Right on.
So
I like
I
that
kept that.
analogy, the file cabinet.
hmm
Yeah.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of
you're going
files
to
in
steal
there,
that.
and if you're in the wrong file, you know you can get in trouble. Like, oop, I don't need to read that one. You need to go over here and look at the other
Yeah,
file. Okay, so
I have a feeling you're going to steal this one.
Yes, I am. I am. I'm going to borrow it. I'm going to borrow a file.
File cabinet. Yeah, that's good.
I like that. That is a very good analogy, one I've never heard before. I really,
oh
really
okay.
like that. I'm surprised we've never discussed that before, but did you have any hallucinations? You know how I feel about those.
I know,
No.
no
You know what?
hallucination.
And I could see why you wouldn't, because you had to stay on your, watch your 6, your 12,
Yeah,
yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
time for hallucinations.
Mm-mm.
well, that makes
Okay.
sense.
So here's a difficult one. This is the one I want to know now. Race versus description.
Well, I'm a stickler about reading about a race. People, how they
Right.
describe it is from their own viewpoint. Now, living here in Chicagoland area, I'm a flatlander, right? So we have no hills here. And it said mild rolling hills. Now, it depends on your take, what you call mild, okay? Flat is flat to me.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't mild. There was some inclines. I wrote it down. It was an elevation gain of about 3,600 feet.
Oh my goodness.
I
And
don't
that is something
think,
that you're not used to.
thank you very much. So I don't consider that
Mm,
mild, but that's just my
Right.
opinion.
Right. And I think to each runner that it's something different. It could mean something different. I mean, if you're, you know, running the longer the distance and say in 3,600 feet, that is rolling hills. The longer it is, with the shorter the distance, that's a lot.
yeah,
And it could be affect the training that you do. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and there's no
okay,
place around here for me to do that.
for you to
Uh,
train, yeah,
to train for heels, we have a couple of places, but it's nothing like to prepare me for a race like that. So
right.
that's
right.
okay.
Well, you can always go run stadiums. You can go get on like the Bears.
No, I'm afraid
No.
of heights. You know that, so that's not happening.
Yeah,
Yes, I do know
yeah.
that. I do.
So,
Yep, that's something we share. So how would you rate that, the race versus a description?
Um, I guess I'd give it a so-so, maybe I won't, like I said, to each his own on these races. So
Right.
like I said, this is just from
right.
my viewpoint. So I wouldn't say it was bad. It was just so-so. Had I been trained for it, it
Right.
would have been a heck of a lot better. So
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because I know in some.
But it's more about, so after reading the race description and then you go and run the race, do you feel like, oh, I don't think the race description kind of prepared me for what I was going
Right,
through.
they say dogs can get you, or
So it is very individual
yeah,
because the way they word it means different things to different people.
right.
right,
If someone says flat as a pancake and and there's
then I
rolling
get it.
hills, and someone would be disappointed.
Yeah.
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 But
And
everybody's version of
rolling
flat
hills is a
is not flat.
very,
Exactly.
yeah, rolling hills is kind of a broad thing. It can
Thank you
be
very
anything.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you give it? What would you say? What number would you tag on to this?
Like I said, I'll I can give it a 6. It was so.
Okay.
All right.
I lived
Okay,
through it,
here's where
so.
things can shine.
Yeah.
Swag, medal, and buckles. Did you get any cool swag? Did you get a buckle or a
The
medal?
T-shirt
And
was very nice. I really
okay.
liked it. I'm a T-shirt. I love T-shirts. I live in T-shirts and hoodies. And this is the quality was about the best I've ever had in a T-shirt.
Okay.
I guess I don't even know where we didn't get a buckle. Okay, we got a medal.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I don't even know where it's at. It's somewhere. Okay, so I guess it wasn't that impressive. I can't say what it is because then you'll know what the race is. Okay, so.
Okay.
Or we'll talk
So
about
good
the.
T-shirts, so-so medal. So a nice, very nice T-shirt and a so-so medal.
Right.
Right.
It sounds like there's more.
I mean that it's just it was okay. Just I guess I haven't been exposed to races like that at that time, and now I got a couple under my belt. I have something to compare that to. So I've been to races that were a little better, okay, in terms
Right.
of logistics and all that kind of stuff. So yeah,
So what would
That-
you rate that swag and medal
I give
together?
it a 6 only because the T-shirt made it good. Okay, so that's what
T-shirts
so.
can do that.
Yeah. Well,
Well, you still haven't.
if they come from a place to where you can get a triple extra large and I can't get my arm in it, that really sucks. Okay,
Yeah.
and and excuse me, Renee, but I got girls. Okay, so I ain't room. So I usually get an extra large because if they're, since I'm a little height deficient, if it's long, I don't care. I can, wear it in the house as like a nightgown or a long T-shirt or
Yeah.
something. But if I can't get it
That's
over
what.
my head and it's still an extra large, there's something wrong with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes, I agree.
It's the cheaper the company at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you're going to wash it. It's just going to get smaller.
Right. You just throw it
I
in the
mean, you
garbage
had.
after that.
Yeah. You had that problem when we lived in Singapore, right? Because Asian large is different than a European or American large.
Yeah. I would always try to get the T-shirts and nothing would go over my head. And I'm just like.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay, but overall, you did have an above average experience with a 5.8.
That's good.
Out of 10. So it's not too bad. And your overall UTI score is actually 6.31.
Well, that's good.
That's not bad.
That's up there. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not bad at all.
But see, we
I will
don't.
say that they had a great porta potty. Now I have never, ever like going into a porta potty. Okay. And I had to learn how to use them because when you run an ultra, you're going to have to go. And I'm like really prickly about things like that, but I had to get over that. But this porta potty, they had twinkling lights in it. They had candles.
What?
They had
Oh my
God. Individual napkins you can, after you use the hand sanitizers, you can wipe your hands with. You don't have to use the toilet paper. They had the toilet paper on a shelf. I thought I was in my house. I was real. It was.
Wow.
I hate to even say it smelled good.
Wow.
We need a porta potty category so people can.
Yes, let's add. We're
Yeah,
going to add the
I think you
porta
should put that in
potty
there.
category.
Put a porta potty category in there. Because when I walked in, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, oh my God.
This race may suck, but this porta potty's awesome.
Porta potty was great. Okay? And that's what we laughed about the entire time coming back home.
It's like, oh, there was a dog, but you know what? Let's go in this porta potty and.
Porta potty makes it better.
You know, it does. It really does. I always like to be the first one in a porta potty at a race.
Yes.
I always like to be the one that breaks it in, whether I have to go or not. Just I want to go in and go.
Right. Opposed to holding
And for
your
those
breath
of
and
us
turning
listening
blue.
Before things changes.
Yes.
Yes.
For those listening on Spotify, I just, did the effervescent smell.
Yeah.
That first smell on a porta potty.
Yeah.
And we all know that sometimes they throw these circle things in there and they're just awful. And they throw it in the men's urinal.
It's in the urinal, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What is that? You're a man.
Well, it's to take some of the stank out of the urine.
Okay.
And yeah, it's very disinfectant. And it takes the little nasty scent molecules out of the air and traps them.
I'll put it to you this way. If you were to close your eyes and if I was to open that door and put you in there, you would not know you were in a porta potty.
Wow.
Wow, this
race kind of went up just a little bit for me.
Now you want to go just to experience a porta potty.
Yeah, not the dogs. Don't want the dogs.
But I have no idea what it is.
I feel like I should know this, but I do not. And I want to say it's an Illinois race, but I don't think
it's not,
so.
not for 12.5 hours.
No, it's not. So I'm like thinking south.
I'm thinking west.
I'm thinking south.
Okay.
12 hours driving. Hours. No, I don't know what this is. I don't. I have no clue. I want to say Virginia. No, I know it's not what I think it is. So what is it?
It's the Pumpkin Hollered 100 in Tahlequah, Oklahoma.
Oh, really?
The Pumpkin Holler.
The one with the waffles.
And I did the 100K. Yeah. We did the 100K.
Ice cream.
Gotcha.
Wow. And all they had was good porta potties.
No one talked about the dogs.
Or the porta potties.
No.
So this takes place, I think, on a farm, okay? Or it's farm area. And so you had to be careful. If the sign says do not enter private property, I believe in Oklahoma they would shoot first before they ask, okay? Mm-hmm. And then in certain areas on the trail, they have this, I call it a grate. It's this metal thing. And then you get cattle across it so they don't get stuck.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like a huge grate, but it moved and my foot was too small for the gaps because the gaps were really big. So I couldn't walk across it. And so I had to leapfrog. And my girlfriend, she went ahead. I probably overthunk it. But all I could see myself was falling in between the gap. And that was awful. There was a section where you had to play hopscotch because they had some huge boulders.
Boulders.
And you had these rocks, they were massive. And you had to jump on them to get to the other side. I'm like, okay, they didn't put that in there. What else? Let's see, because I was writing stuff down. You got the porta potty. I told you about the rainstorm. Oh, and the cows. Cows are creepy at night.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, they are. But they're also so easily scared.
I ain't a farm girl, okay, at all. All I can do is spell farm, F-A-R-M. That is as far as I go. But when you get up close and personal on them and their eyes, they glow in the dark.
They do.
That was some creepy stuff. I'm like,
yes.
And they don't move. They're like statues. So I didn't know if that was friend or foe. And finally we figured out they were cows. Right. Okay. Because we saw the little, the little tags on their ears once they move.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Trying to think. We come around. the way the race is situated, you pull into this campground, and it's way up here. In order to get to the race, you have to go way down here, and the stairs are very, very steep. So we're carrying our gear down. It's hard to get down. It was just, I think it could have been arranged differently. They had places where if you had a tent, you could camp, but you couldn't like drive your car down there. Even if they would have let us drive down there, drop our stuff off, and drive back up to park. Okay. I think I talked about the atmosphere of the race. Like I said, I've never ever been to Oklahoma before in my life. Don't think I'll be going back. Um, I was, I think I was the only person of color there, and I kind of felt that. You know me, I'm a chatterbox. I like to talk to people. Hey, how you doing? What's going
Yes,
on?
you do.
Yeah.
That's just me. And I might as well have talked to the tree that was to the left of me. Okay. People would say hi and move on. Like I've never been here before. You know, and there was a couple
Right.
people
Yeah.
who were, oh, didn't I see you at something? I'm like, no, that wasn't me. Are you sure? Now you're gonna ask me, was it me? And I tell you, no. You're gonna ask me, am I sure? I think that's rude.
Yeah.
I would kind of know if I was
Yeah.
someplace,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she insisted that I was at this race in Ohio. I'm like, I've never raced in Ohio, ever. I could have sworn that because we talked. I'm like, lady, I have not been to Ohio for a race. She got like
Yeah.
a little attitude. I'm like, we're not going there today, okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like,
No, I'm
okay,
pretty sure you would know where you've been.
I would
Yeah.
think so, you know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I found a little bit of it off-putting, but hey, you roll with it. It happens everywhere. I guess I'm more subjective to it than the average person, but that's okay. And
But you had like people coming up and insisting you were 3 different races you've never ran.
At the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am
so I
sorry that
just
happened to you. That's not,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound
It doesn't
hospitable.
add to the whole
Yeah.
experience.
right, exactly. And so
Yeah.
I just figure out I'm in a strange place, and I'm gonna just be amiable.
So when did you run this? Was this in 21?
22,
22. Okay.
and
That's
I
not
did.
that far long ago. Yeah.
Let's see, I wrote overall. I was 21 of 21. In my gender, I was 10 of 10, but in my age group, it was 1 of 1. So I won my age group, but it was just me.
It doesn't matter.
No one cares. You took number 1 in your
It's
age
number
group.
1.
I was the only 65. Well, I was 65 at the time, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I would be hard
that's
pressed
still a
to
win.
do that. I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't repeat that.
You need to come to Colorado and run the Fred. It's flat, 2-mile loop. The RDs are vegan. So there's that.
It's
What's the name
always a
of it
vegan
again?
option for them.
Fred, the Front Range Ultra Days.
Front Range Ultra Days or FRUD, FRUD.
Okay.
Eh?
It's it's in Colorado. It is at the last weekend of, what is it, August? Yes.
Okay.
And they have it's just like across the year. So you have your 100-mile, 100-hour, 72 hours, and
Okay.
I
Okay.
think that would be a good one. And
Yeah.
I think that you could come with, and we could just hang out, share some miles.
I'm still
That's
kind of got my
that's
eye
very
on
low
blue
key.
too, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah,
got
I
my eye
haven't
on
heard any
blue.
updates on that one yet. So I'm waiting to see when they're going to open up registration.
Okay.
So I think they usually do it right about now, I guess.
I think September.
September.
Maybe.
Yeah. It is a very beautiful race with your name written all over it.
Well, blue is very nice.
It is.
And there's some elevation. I think there's, what did we find out? 30 feet
30 feet per loop.
per 2 miles.
Okay. So that's like a bump,
flat.
you know. It's
Yeah,
not like I'm climbing.
pretty much.
It's not like I'm climbing Mount Everest. Okay, so
I think you go down to a creek that doesn't exist, and then you climb up again.
Yeah.
I think I might
you
be able
just
to
like
handle
hill. And you know, you've got it's on a farm that where people will send their animals to. That
It's a retirement
home for animals.
Okay.
So there's a donkey, there's horses, there's duck,
and all the
llama.
proceeds goes to the farm. They do
100% of the proceeds, if I want to
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's real nice.
Nice shirt, a buckle, many buckles.
And they're very obsessed about frogs.
And the RD dresses up as a frog.
Oh, okay. I thought frogs were there because, you know, I'm not really an animal person. So anything outside of the quote norm, like I would never do the race that's in Florida. Oh, what is it called? Starts with the L. It's in Lakeland, Florida.
Which one would that be?
And they have gators. I'm like,
oh, no. Don't need to do that one.
No, that's the same as what's the one in Texas?
Outside
Sugarland.
Yeah, I think
Brazos Bend.
Brazos Bend.
Okay,
with the gators.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, I would do it just for the gators.
I got chicken legs, and that's all I need to say about that. The gators
and
gonna look at that
like
and
dark
pull out
meat,
some
so I'm not
salt.
going there. Okay.
Yeah. So they'll be looking like I need some salt, need some pepper.
Right, exactly.
And there she comes. Yeah.
There she
not
comes.
happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
In fact,
I'm sure they're handing out menus to the gators.
What is next for you?
Well, if the body part decides to cooperate, it will be Tunnel Hill in November. Just coming up.
Okay.
November 8th. My coach thinks I still can do it. So it's better. It's not 100%, but it's better.
Okay.
And I can put a little pressure on it in terms of running, but you know, when you get into the ultra, you start walking. So
right,
at least I do. So it's not like I'm going out there and trying to be another Jim Walmsley or something. Okay, so that ain't happening. Or Courtney,
we're very generous with the term running.
Yeah, we know what that means.
I love when people ask, you run 100 miles. I'm like,
sure.
You know,
because you want to? Sure.
Yeah. Isn't that hard? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'm the inquisitor, you know. But so, yeah, that's the only thing I have on the books right now is, well, there is a little race in September that a friend of mine's a race director. And she does a 4-hour, 6-hour, and a 12-hour. So I'll probably do one of those just for my regular training, you know, so like that. So,
right.
So I'll probably do.
What race is that?
It's Child is not. Is it Child is not nonsense? It's a whole list of races she puts on during the year, and it's in the city.
Okay.
So and you run loops, okay? But I did it last year. I was just going down there to hang out, and she made me join the race. Okay, I'm like, I'm not here to race. I said, I'm just here to do my Sunday miles. She said, put a bib on and go. I'm like, okay.
That's my kind of friend.
Yeah.
But I was not prepared for it because I wasn't prepared to stay that long. So and I had just enough stuff on me to do my Sunday plan, and I ended up staying like another 3 hours afterwards. That was a no. Okay, so I'll have my stuff on me this time. So now that once I get over Tunnel Hill, I like to plan early just to see how things are going to fall, especially if I have to travel and I'm not in a car.
Right.
I mean, I'm flying, and so that takes a little bit more planning. So blue is on the soft list. Okay. And since that's in what, April, right?
April.
Yes.
April 1st.
Blues in April. So that, or I may just wait to August and try to look at the FRUD. Okay, so but I also with that I would have to think of getting acclimated to that. So I don't know how that would
Yeah,
work.
it's a little. What is it?
We could go
4,000.
watch the Denver Broncos practice. For those on
Denver fan, but that's
Spotify, she's
okay.
rolling her eyes at me.
I'm not a Bronco fan, but that's okay. That's what give me. And
Yes.
you say Kansas City, I'll go see the Chiefs any day. Okay, so
So, because we know each other really well, I do know that you have ran Tunnel Hill many times. And I do want to invite you back on after you complete it this time and talk to those out there that, have had that struggle. And because I know you've got this. It's just, I know it. I know it.
yeah, this will
And
be the
I,
1, 2, 3. I think this will be the fourth attempt. So
yeah.
it,
Well, you have
it,
got to be the most determined woman I've ever met. I mean, some people just go, okay, I'm done. I'm going to go try this race over here. But not you. You're like, you know
You
what?
just keep going
We're
back.
going to get this right. And, that is something that many women don't do, or even the men. They're just like, okay, I'm just going to go over here and try something easier. Not you. No, you just like, let's go back.
well, I don't like unfinished business. And
Right.
you learn something from
I
each
get that.
race. And I mean, look what I did for across the years. I didn't do it the first time,
Yes.
and I did it at what 98.6. You can talk about soul crunch,
Yeah. Yeah.
soul crunching. That was
Yeah.
devastating. I rather have missed it by 50 miles than
Right.
1.4.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I was determined that I was going to. I said, "Oh, we making it this year. It's
Yeah.
no doubt." And I
Yes.
And
had
we were so
hamstring
happy when you,
issues.
yeah, we were so happy when you got your 100 miles.
Oh gosh,
I
That
think
was,
we all cried.
yeah, that was the highlight of that year.
that
I don't
was
know who
like
cried more, you, me, Renee, or your brother, but
all three of us put
No.
together. Because my brother told me, he says, because they were all, tracking me here at home. And they saw, I told me, I said, you have to wait till you see finished. I said, I have to complete the loops. Don't look at the miles. It's the loops. And when they all had set their clocks based on when they were watching me, and he said he saw me at 70. And so he started texting everybody, she's on her way home. Wait, everybody wake up, wake up. So even my coach, like I said, it's in a group chat. So they're all like yelling at each other. And he said,
in caps.
and my watch is like beep, 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 beep. I had to turn the sound off because it became very
Yeah.
distracting. And he said when I crossed that finish and he saw it said finish, he said he just started jumping up and down because it was 4 a.m. when I finished.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
his wife was asleep. She's like, waking me up when she's finished. And he said that was like, he gave me a great compliment. He said that was right up there with the birth of his kids. That kind of really touched
That
me,
is a
so,
huge compliment.
you
Yeah.
know. And he says, I can. It took me a while to believe I actually did it, because, I ran into some issues. I had that bad blister that was just
Yes.
nasty.
Yeah.
And, but, I taped it up and I kept going. So I figured if I can survive that, the multiple times that I put in to train for these races and still don't make it, it's not going to defeat me. So, that's what I do.
Yeah.
We'll be cheering on you for Tunnel Hill this
Yes.
year. Yeah.
Yes. And I do want to have you right back on. So let's set up an appointment with you on November 9th.
Jeez.
Let's get you on there fresh. Maybe we can get Laz to join in and say,
But
yeah.
Yeah.
I know the course, and I've had the leans out there. I've had the my vision go way out there. Have you heard of U mice?
Mm-hmm.
The what?
What is it?
U mice is with the eyes. I lost my vision the last time out
Yes.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I had that happen. Okay, that was not good, and
No.
basically blinded for like maybe 4 or 5 miles. So yeah, it was awful, and so it's just nothing else left to experience, except for to
Right.
finish the damn race. So
Right.
Exactly.
So everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. So now it's time for everything to go right. And
exactly. So
Yeah.
Renee has recently experienced a lean. He has never had one that was, he's had a little one before, but he was
Oh, it was bad.
50% over. So now he understands what you went through. And
Yeah.
it's just once it goes, it goes. It is very difficult.
It's horrible. It
can't get
takes
back
so
up.
much out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It takes
I
so much
wasn't.
out of you.
Oh yeah, I was exhausted from across the
Yeah.
years when that happened. I think I took a little bit more time off of work because my body still had not recuperated from that. So
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
were
but yeah,
to look at my, I think you can see it because I have a picture of you and I on my phone. That is my, let's see. Let's look at that info right here. This is you and I had across the years that year. And I remember that it was when you came over and hugged me and we took the picture, you were just like, I'm going to just rest here for a moment. And when I looked up and saw you, we actually took that loop together. And it was the grit that you had. I could never understand. I don't know how anyone could stand that. That had to be a lot of pain. And when
it
he went
was.
through it last week, he's just like, I don't know how she did that.
Yeah.
We actually discussed you a little bit.
Yeah.
It's
It's
got to be tough.
yeah.
And he had
It's
his pole right here trying to hold himself up, and I'm just like,
it's terrible. I mean, and then I look at the pictures. I'm just, oh my God! It looks a lot worse than I felt, and I felt pretty bad. But the pictures just made it even worse. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
people don't. What we put our bodies through. A lot of people don't understand, and not only and you can train 100%, and when race day, that's not a guarantee.
No.
yeah,
And 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 people say, why do you do it? And well, the easiest thing is to stop.
yeah,
The
Right,
hardest thing is to continue.
right,
But why would you pick the easy one?
yeah,
exactly. You can
Yeah.
do
yeah.
easy all day.
I
That's,
have never seen you
just,
do easy, ever have seen you
no,
do
no,
easy.
because we don't pick easy. We pick going
I always
on.
take the low road,
It's,
okay, because I
yeah,
know
yeah,
that's the challenge,
yeah,
and it's because I can. Like you say, I could have. Most people, why didn't you just stop? I'm like, I said I wasn't going to stop until I had no more time to do.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And that's
exactly.
when I stopped because it was 10 minutes to 9.
Yeah,
Had I had 10 o'clock,
Yeah,
I would have made that last loop,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
and
So,
so yeah, that's just me.
yep.
I've never taken the easy way. Such is life. You have hard things happen, it kind of builds up a little muscle in here to handle
yeah.
hard things, and
Yep.
if you don't fight for it, what's the point of having it?
And the reward is so much sweeter when you're really fighting for it.
Right. And that year you gave it everything you got. I know that you got a lot of hugs at the end, and it was just like, you gave it all.
Yeah,
A lot of people really would have stopped. But you continued and continued and continued. And I'm just like, I want grit like that. You can't, it's something that's in you. You've got something that a lot of us have to earn and build. And I'm one that has to earn it and build
it's
it.
grit and
I'm
determination
just like, wow.
and stubbornness.
I want to
That's
be
probably it,
her.
the stubbornness. But I did see one of the ladies who saw me when I DNF'd, and um she looked at me. She says, I don't want to be rude. She said, but you look like hell. But every time you come through, I was waiting for you to stop, and you didn't stop. I'm like, no. I said I had to keep going until I couldn't go anymore. So then she saw me 23, 24 when I completed it. I had just came across the finish line. I had just seen YouTube, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm getting ready to get up. And she looks at me. She says, I know you. It's you. I'm like, okay. She says, last year. She says, wait a minute. She ran and woke her husband up and came back. And they were like both hugging me. He says, I have that vision in my head. And he says, I will never forget you. I'm like, wow. You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I look
That's
at
why
people
across
out
the
there.
years it's a good race.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a suffer fest, you know.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I think any ultra is a suffer fest. You know, the ones that who can do, you know, like the elites and
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
but you know, we're all different when it comes to training. You know, I work full time and you know, I have a business, you know, and sometimes
Yeah.
then I had to come home and I gotta train, you know. So I got 3 things going on. And it's just how you want to, you know, manipulate that. But training
Yeah.
is my priority. My friends know that, you know, so they know, oh, yeah, you're training this weekend. I'm like, yep, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anything after I'm done, then you got me. But anything before
Yeah.
that, no. You know,
Yeah.
I don't
No.
go out drinking because, not that I do drink, but, you know, I can't do anything on Monday because I run Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And Friday's my off day. So maybe I could go out and have a cocktail on a Thursday, but can't do nothing on Friday because I run Saturday, Sunday. So,
Yeah.
I'll have a glass of wine tonight before I go to bed because I don't have to get up in the morning. I mean, it's just a regular day. It's my off day. But as far
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
training, but it's a priority to me. To
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. And well, what
It's
do
a
you
date
win?
with yourself.
Yeah,
Well,
they're like,
I think that's for most ultra runners. That is, training is the priority because
it is.
you don't just go to these things and do these things without proper training. It is something you have to prepare for everything.
Yeah. But it's my way of, now that I've gotten into it, it's my way of life. It's my
Yeah.
new way of life. And
Right.
And it shows.
Yeah.
that's what I like,
And
And
yeah.
that's I'm a
And
little
there's
nervous
nothing.
going into Tunnel Hill, but she keeps telling me that it's not like you have not been training. You are
Right.
trained.
Exactly.
She said you just didn't start training 3 weeks ago. So she says even this is giving your body time to rest and do what it needs to do. And she says, just roll with it. And she will let me know. She will, because when I sync up to the training, she can see all my stats. And she says, yeah, you're really improving. So, and I'm taking the magnesium and the calcium. I've been a good girl. I haven't missed it. So I take that every day.
Yeah.
It helps.
Good.
It really does.
All right.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
All
Yes.
right, my
And please
family.
put a
It's
pin
so
in
good
it.
to see you guys, and I'm so proud of you
You
on the
too.
200 miler. Because I told everybody, I said, my family's doing 200 miler. They're like, what?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
But
you
yeah,
guys
so
take
that's
care. Be safe out
you
there.
Yes.
too.
Oh, you should
You
start
too.
you should be tapering pretty soon. I mean, you're 2.5 weeks out, so
Yep.
Yeah. We got
watch those
2 weeks of
miles.
training and then tapering.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
okay.
love you.
Love you too. Love you both.
Love you too. See you.
All righty.
Good luck with Tunnel Hill.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.